And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. As we start today out at 45, we're going to get 20 more degrees out of this. 65 is our high by this afternoon. But tell everybody about it as we see this 65-degree weather. We have 20-mile-an-hour gusts, which means
no more burning. Please do not burn. No, there is not. There is not, and probably will not be a burn ban.
But
be an adult. Make the right decision and don't burn. It's not safe. It's
could get ugly.
Dry.
Did you see where we lost a Navy aircraft yesterday in Washington State?
Yeah.
Two guys on board as they do that crashed east of Mount Rainier. Well, we have issues left and right as we look at all this. Let's see what else went on there. Do you remember we showed a picture of it? Of when the hurricane was coming in, that dog that was tied to the fence?
Yes.
Yeah, somehow or another they tracked it down to whose dog that was, and there has been an arrest made.
And left him to drown.
Yeah, that was despicable. But they have gotten him.
I don't think they ought to take him to jail.
23-year-old man named, I can't even pronounce it, Juvenile Aldama Garcia.
Yeah, I think they ought to just chain him like you did that dog.
Man alive.
And
They'll
try and find enough air.
If it hadn't been for that state trooper coming along and finding that poor pup. It's just,
and then waddle off into the woods to go get him.
Yeah.
I mean, in the water.
So thankfully he did that. And we'll see what becomes of this. I'm not sure what the crimes are, how far they can take this in the state of Florida, but I sure hope they prosecute to the fullest on that.
Oh, I do too. And do you have a picture of the dog?
Let's see.
I'll take that dog.
Oh, it's a pretty little dog there.
He kind of looks like Spuds McKenzie.
He does resemble that. So that's where we are on that this morning. It was a good ending to know that the dog made it, number one.
Yeah.
And number two, the culprit. I didn't think we'd ever find out who did it. And I'm not sure if they did that by tag number, and they could have done that by tag number.
I'm sure somebody said, I know that dog.
Yep.
And I know who owns that dog. So that's just sad that animals are being treated as such. If you don't want to treat your dog right, then don't have a dog.
That's right. I agree 120% with that. We got some birthdays starting to trickle in. Make sure you call in and get yours to us this morning. I don't know the answer to this, Odie. It almost is. Do we need to put a cap at some point on politics of what can be spent?
I really think, in my eyes, if you want to donate to the presidential campaign or the campaign, you make that donation to a pot. And then it's divvied out to the candidates. But now, $16 billion?
That's what's been spent so far this year, $16 billion. I brought this up the other day. I forget what country it is, to where each side can only spend X amount. But $16 billion, y'all think about what that money could have been done for the needs. Now, don't give it to a politician because, well, they'll blow it. We all know that. $68 million later, and your land taxes going up here. Add two and two together on that. We'll get to that one day. Diddy is pushing back, if you're a big fan of that. This is just going to get worse as we look at this headline of all of this, of Puff Daddy, what he's done. There's a lot of people stepping forward, saying that they were either raped or something done by him. Even Kanye getting drug into it at this point. You remember he made a statement not long ago, I'm innocent.
I wasn't there. Oh, that picture says 1,000 words.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Who that?
This is going to be nasty. And it leads you to wonder, what else is it that we don't know that goes on that is hidden every day? If this is going on in the entertainment world, imagine what's going on in the political world that you don't know about, that is hidden. It gets even more ferocious over there. Just stating the obvious there. Thought you might want to know that.
Yeah. There's some stuff being hid.
It is, without a doubt. We got a lot of things that's going on in our community we're going to talk about. And as always, when something big happens nationwide, we got to tell you. All that's up and coming this morning with Scotty Ray and Odie. Stay with us right now. Again, warm something up because it's 45 outside.
Most everybody has been impacted by cancer in some sort of way. I personally witnessed it firsthand when my wife Casey battled breast cancer 4 years ago and won. So in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Kia Meridian would like to give back. We will be donating $100 per vehicle sold this month to the Baptist Cancer Center at Anderson's in Meridian. If you are in the market for a new or used vehicle, come by and see us to help out for a good cause. Your fight is our fight.
When I was elected to the state Senate 9 years ago, my goal was to bring a new generation of conservative leadership to the Capitol to get things done. I'm Mississippi Supreme Court to do the same thing. I've written legislation to lower taxes and reduce regulations on farmers, manufacturers, and other businesses in Mississippi. On the Supreme Court, I'll use my experience and conservative values to always interpret the law, not to rewrite it or bend the rules for anyone.
Al's Garden and Gift, a charming place to harvest memories and gifts this fall. Gather a bountiful selection of pumpkins in a variety of colors and sizes. Capture curb appeal. Enhance an entrance or outdoor living space with beautiful mums, snapdragons, hay bales, corn stalks, or a handmade wreath. Make game days and tailgating even more fun with Captain Rodney's. Savory spices, grilling sauces, gourmet jellies, and Mississippi cheese straws too. Come fall in love with all things autumn at Al's Garden and Gift.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel. And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie as we're getting some breaking news from Clark County. We just spoke to the sheriff of Clark County and an arrest was made last night.
Yes, it was. And out working hard and making sure that that entire county is safe. They even had to chase this fella down, but it wasn't very far though, was it?
I remember hearing about it because I got a text said, "Did you hear anything about the police in Clark County responding?" It was on Stonewall Clarko Road. Reports of somebody hearing some gunshots. The sheriff, along with a detective, Cochran, showed up.
Yep.
And they approached the guy, and he had a sawed-off shotgun hid. He won't do that anymore. He's been arrested and taken down to the Berry yacht. So what was he doing with a sawed-off? I think that's even an extra for having a barrel shorter.
Yeah, because now that dude was cut off. And then you've got plenty of time to think, because they just throw you over the back of old Harold and let you think about it as they stroll you on down to the Berry yacht.
We'll get something typed up on this here in a little while and get a full story of all what went on with that, so you can read about that. That's
he's out there chasing them down.
Yes, sir, Bob. Got to take care of that. That's what they did there, Clark County last night. That was way after dark. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news to someone because I talked to this gentleman yesterday, and he called me and he said, "Would you mind posting my car? It's been stolen." And I said, "Sure." So we've got a picture of the car. Let me show you this, y'all. This is the car that was stolen yesterday. This was on 40th Avenue. The tag number is LAX 520. Somewhere in the Meridian area, it is still around. It was the 3300 block where it was taken from yesterday, right around 5 a.m., Odie, somewhere around 4:50 to 5 a.m. They took it. Last night, and we'll get into the locations that I am aware of, but reports are that this may have been a car that was involved in several drive-by shootings that were going on throughout the city last night.
Wow.
Reports of a little white car, and I'm leaning toward this being part of it.
Well, they use these cars to go out and do crime, and then they take it back to garage at
Leave
a
it.
vacant home, and it's hidden around back where nobody has spotted. And then when they're ready to do some more crime, they go hop back in this car, and it can't be tracked
Well,
back.
used to, people would steal a car to cut them up. They don't do that anymore. They use them for crime, and that's all they want it for now.
Yeah, used to you had your what they call them
Chop shops.
Yeah, and then or box them up and send them to another state, another country, and sell them. But yeah, now they're used to do crime right here at home. So y'all mark that down. LAX 520.
Let's show that picture again. Now, here's the car.
A white Kia.
And again, if it was your car, you'd be bent out of shape as well as this young man is, that his car was taken. We do hope that it is found, but we're pretty sure it most likely was used in something that it shouldn't have been last night.
Yeah. Well, right before that, the last car that was found was because he wrecked it and tore through a building in it. So, you're sitting there going, man, that was my car.
Jerry from Animal Rescue, his truck was found under a parked garage of an abandoned home. 2 cars, as a matter of fact, that were stolen were parked in the garage of the house. And again, I stress this every day. I just cannot track them all. I would have to have someone with the police department that is willing to give accurate information every day as to how many is actually stolen. And I almost feel I'm 95% sure that the Meridian Police Department recovered a stolen truck last night. I hadn't been able to talk to anybody, but I think they got one returned last night. It's bigger than you can imagine. That is probably one of the bigger crimes that is not known to the general public in East Mississippi than you realize.
And the easiest way to prevent it is to take the keys out of your car. A lot of these cars that are being stolen is because somebody just run inside real quick.
That does happen.
So do that. Lock your car and take your keys.
Utah, Alabama joining us. What a beautiful town. James, thank you for watching. I always like Utah.
And then Bob brings it up again. We need bait cars. Yes, we do.
I love watching those on TV. The cops sitting there and they hit that button.
The door's locked. I can't get out.
I mean, even the councilwoman's car was stolen, Meridian, and taken to a scrapyard. It can happen to anyone. There are people that and you're talking about leaving your keys in your car. And this happened. I've brought it up before. Someone left a set of keys in their car. The bad guys went and had a set of keys made from that, and then they would just randomly go to the house and borrow the car and bring it back and park it in the same spot. And the owners had no idea that their car was being used every night in crimes. This went on for months.
Wow.
All it does is take one bullet hole in it to mess up that whole little story there.
Well, when all you do is sit back going, how can we get away with this? And think, that's all they do.
It worked for Cheech and Chong.
It sure did.
Yeah.
Hey, man, can I see your driver's license? It's on the bumper, man.
He was funny, wasn't he? Cheech was quite the one. We had a little accident in Newton County last night. If you're a resident there and you saw blue lights coming, it was a one-car vehicle that Odie went off the road and hit an embankment. There were some minor injuries involved with this. Mississippi Highway Patrol boy, and they drugged them old boys that volunteered to help out of bed late at night last night. Somebody had to drag the fire engine out and go down and help with in a curve.
Oh, man, that's dangerous.
It is. So at the end of the day, everybody's going to live, but by all means. Well, Shad White's been busy again.
I'm telling you.
This was not.
Who is it, Shad White? We're not home.
The bad part, this guy was doing it from jail with a little help.
What's that song? I get a little help from my friend.
I get by with a little help.
I get by with a little help from my friend.
And this is how it all worked out here. He's in jail. She was helping from home fill out his unemployment benefits there of him going to, in establishments each week and saying, I asked for a job. So they've got him for falsifying unemployment benefits. She was the accomplice.
Can you not do some kind of cross-reference? We're not using a file cabinet for everything now. It's a computer.
That's right.
Can't you link these dudes together and say, wait a minute, these two names come up, and then you have somebody say, all right, what's your birthday and number? Oh, what's your birthday?
You're in jail.
Come on, it's a computer. Use the thing.
My, oh, my, oh, my. Oh. He faces up to 5 years and a $1,000 fine for doing such.
Well, we might have more people like Greg don't know how to use a computer.
Got to go in person there. There's still a few that don't.
Yeah, he still uses carbon paper.
And I don't understand sometimes. I'll be honest about this. I can do most anything on a desktop computer. I sometimes have issues with this little thingamajigger.
Well, I mean,
it sometimes don't want to do what this one will do, and I don't understand that.
It more than the spelling, or
all the spelling is atrocious with it. I'm one fat finger away from having another incident at a church.
That's a stinky situation, isn't it?
It is. Good way to put that.
Oh,
I promise y'all on that cell phone, I can type it out and it look right, and I hit doop. And then a few minutes later, I get a phone call. Hey,
yeah.
Why'd you put that?
Next thing you know, there's toads all over the road.
Everywhere. It's a toad in the road.
Oh, man.
The excitement and things that go on during a day's time. Yeah. I'm telling you.
Hey, you can't have fun. There ain't no sense being.
That's right. Let's talk about a little bit of gunfire from last night, Odie. We go with this as I was getting reports of gunshots near 34th Avenue and 24th Street. As you'll see there on the map, here's Poplar Springs Drive is due west of there. If you'll look there, just right there is about where that was. A few minutes later, I started getting text of 40th Avenue, 40th Street, that 40 block issue. Oof. I hear shots. And then it wouldn't be long to where I officially could say that we had a shooting in the 3900 block of 35th Avenue. Here's 40th Street right here. Right there on the corner is where gunfire would take place. A drive-by, a house was struck. No one was injured. And if I ain't mistaken, something else went on. I got chitter-chatter from people last night, but I didn't get an exact address of possibly something else happening last night. I'll dig into it today and see if I can find out. But a lot of times I'll get information and I'm not given an address of where it happened. And so that really helps to have the address when you know. But it was a night of gunfire, and as we mentioned before, stolen cars, we do believe, were involved in all of that.
Wow.
People just want to do wrong because, well, I guess they can. Don't forget, this is coming up out of the Lauderdale County Agri Center on the 26th. Becky is loaded up, and they're going to be marking off everything for you to come out for the extravaganza as the Christmas season is almost here.
Man, that's it. Over 100 different little vendors are going to be there, showcasing their goods. And,
hope you'll join us. We'll be there.
Somebody said, why is the highs in the 60s today? Well, this time of year, we start to get a little bit farther away from the sun. And
we got a couple of days of the 60s, and then we'll get back into some 70-degree weather a little later on during the week. Toward the weekend, we'll get 75-ish. It's going to be up and down. We're going to have some 30-degree weather tonight and tomorrow night. Welcomed.
Yep. Oh, man. And look here, Michael Ray finally getting out of the shower.
Oh, is he?
Joining us this morning. And I've got a picture. We're going to show that picture. Michael Ray, don't go nowhere. Because I'm fixing to send this picture to Scotty Ray. And we're going to go down memory lane with you for a half a second. So you don't go nowhere. Make sure you carry that phone with you because you got to see this.
Ozzy Osbourne, you know who I'm talking about. It'd be him, and I can only assume that his guitar player is kind of the same thing. He was walking down a Las Vegas street and got shot. We don't know whether it was between friends or if he was just...
He probably scared somebody.
We don't know the whole story is what we're saying. But he was injured. It's not life-threatening. He's going to be okay, but he did get shot in Las Vegas there. The things that go on.
The things that go bump in the night.
That's right. I didn't see it. My wife won't allow me to watch it anymore. I was relying on Odie to check this out. But they say it finally came back because, at one time they said, well, you can't do that. That's not, it went woke.
Oh, yeah.
Victoria's Secret runway thing. Y'all remember that?
How can go woke and Victoria's Secret go into the same sentence?
Well...
Because
I'll let you think on that a second.
Oh, I mean, but they don't belong. If you don't like the Victoria's Secret, don't watch it.
Turn the channel.
If you can't handle it.
What they're saying is it was so boring, no one paid attention to anybody.
I can see that now. Fake crowd noise in the background.
It just didn't work out. So good luck to them. I went to the mall with Greg the other day, and we'd stop and talk to somebody.
To the mall?
Yeah. And we were standing there, and a guy said, man, I used to love that bench over there. And I looked over, and I thought, why? He goes, oh, well, Victoria's Secret used to be there. Those days are gone. No such number, no such address anymore. We'll be right back. Again, we urge you to get your birthdays into us. We'll be announcing those here in a little bit as we get your... Can you believe it's Wednesday, Odie?
I know. Hump day!
It is. Here. It is here. It is here.
Accidents happen. I should know. So if that deer jumps out in front of you, go see the professionals at Chest Paint and Body Shop. Chet can help you navigate the confusing world of insurance. From that insurance-provided photo estimate to the right to choose the body shop of your choice. And from a minor scratch to a major collision, Chet has you covered. Chet offers quality repairs by trained and certified technicians with a lifetime warranty on all repairs. Chet is my shop of choice. I hope he's yours too.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn.
Looking for a deal you can't pass up? Right now, drive off in a quality used car for just $299 down and only $299 a month here at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Meridian. That's right, good reliable cars packed with features at a price you'll love. $299 down, $299 a month. Look, I'm not kidding. This is a real offer that our customers have taken advantage of for years now. Come see us today, Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Whoa, I wasn't paying attention there. And you seem to watch Ole Miss football a little bit more.
Hotty toddy.
Did a LSU cheerleader, meaning a male, not a female, push a football player? They're accusing of it.
I didn't see it.
Okay.
But not saying that it didn't happen, because we were in the middle of a fish fry, so I was watching on this little screen.
You didn't get the whole effect there.
No.
But they are accusing one. I don't know whether it happened or not, that as they were going in, he gave a little shove there. So surely that wouldn't be legal to do that if that happened. We don't know how that happens now. So anyway, let's see some other things. I want to bring this up because the election is coming. We want to show a sample ballot of what's coming as you go to the election. So it's always good to show what's going to be there. As we spoke with Donna Jill, this is how the first page of the ballot will look as you look for President of the United States. This will be, again, November 5th, is that right?
November 5th. Yep.
You've got your choice there. Kamala is first on this. Then a Libertarian, which I'd never heard of. And then the Green. Then the Constitutionalist. Then the Republican. And then 4 Independents follow after that. That's a lot of people running.
Yeah.
As we go for United States Senate, you will have a Democrat, Ty Pinkins, running against Roger Whittaker. And then Michael Guest has no one running against him. Then we have the judicial election for Supreme Court.
Jennifer Branning.
What a sweet
there
girl.
There we go, yes.
Byron Carter. Is that Ciola?
Yep.
Ciota, yeah. And then Jim Kitchens and Abigail Robinson running for that. And then we have unopposed for Court of Appeals District 3. Now, here's the second page of the ballot that would take in place. And let's zoom in on that. Chuck Oberby for Election Commission.
Well, you got Whitney Hodges up there.
There it is. Missed it.
For the special election of for the Lauderdale County Tax Assessor. So she'll be unopposed. Awana Simmons for District 3 Election Commissioner. Russell Keene, District 5. And then School Board, District 3, Josh Thompson, and District 4, Brad Piggott. Now, Chuck Overby there.
What's Chuck doing?
You know, he's also one of my clown buddies.
Chuck does that too?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. What are y'all into, the National Clown Association?
No, he focuses 100% on gospel, and then when I did it through the shrine, and I did the shrine, but then I do gospel magic.
Didn't y'all get
as a clown?
Wasn't there like a law passed that you can't be a clown?
Well, it didn't ever make it down here too much. But up north,
Odie, I swear I thought I saw something in Kemper County where you couldn't be dressed as a clown.
Now the law may have said, okay, no clowns during this time because people, and it was up north, because if it happened around here, somebody would have gotten shot.
Well, get Chuck to dress up, and we're going to drive to Kemper and drop him off at the courthouse, and we'll make the block and see if he gets arrested. And we'll see if there's a law or not.
They go to Clown University.
But it shocks me how people were panicking over someone just dressed as a clown.
Well, it's because there was some stuff up north where they were hiding in the woods and they were stalking people.
Going boo.
And it wasn't Halloween.
But they do that every day, not dressed as anything.
Yeah,
they didn't outlaw them.
Out there, sure didn't.
But it's amazing how people just literally scared of a clown.
You know, it really is. I give that over to it when it came out.
Think about this, though. Think about how that truly, if you were a clown, how your work probably went.
It did, and it affected everything because now kids run. No. Now me and Gary were at the park, and we were doing balloon animal stuff like that. There was 1,000 kids that was coming around. We were hot and tired, and there was some stuff going on at the Frank Cochran Center. This has been 15 years ago. And so we walked over there trying to say, is there a Coke machine, water fountain, or something? I mean, we're parched. So we walk in. Now, we're full-dressed clowns and everything, and they were setting up some stuff. We didn't know what was going on. And we went in and asked, do y'all have some water? Is there a Coke machine or something back there? And they was like, yeah, is it back there? Are y'all entertainment for tonight? I said, well, no. What's going on tonight? There's a couple that's getting married. And I looked at him. And you think they had clowns come for entertainment for a wedding? What kind of wedding y'all got?
Ruth is saying it did happen in Kemper. Lee McDonald, supervisor. Lee needs to tell me if that's because I'm unsure if it is. I'd like to know.
It's like Shaggy said. We grew up on Bozo.
I know that, but you can't be doing Bozo now. No. See, anyway, that could be not good work for you. As we looked at this is coming from from Mississippi Emergency Management. Y'all get ready. On the 17th, we're going to have, October 17th, an earthquake drill throughout the state.
Yeah, the great shakeout.
And again, you don't hear a lot about that in Mississippi, but they do happen. We have little tremors. It's not like L.A. or anything, but it's always good to never know when something happens. It could be facing us.
Well, the Coliseum over in Jackson is sitting on one of the largest vaults.
Is it?
Yes. And so it is good to learn and take part in case that ever happens.
I know this picture is going to be itty bitty, but we're going back to 1974. Let's just go ahead and zoom in to 74. Here we go. Meridian High School class of 74 celebrated 50 years together Saturday night. Congratulations to y'all.
Heck yeah, milestone.
It is 50. I ain't gonna go to making fun of nobody because ours is coming one day, isn't it?
Next year. Well, yours. I've still got a couple more.
Oh, yeah, listen to Odie is really pushing it.
Look, when you hit your 50, I can't say a whole lot because mine's just 2 years behind.
There you go. Yeah. And Diane pointed this out. I'd forgotten all about this. McDonald's, Ronald McDonald. You don't see him anymore. They got rid of Ronald.
Do they not have him at the Walmart there on
Walmart? You used to see him in commercials, and he would even be on the playground sitting out on the...
Yeah, they had him sitting on... Because you remember, was it Southeast or Clarkdale stole him?
Somebody borrowed him there for a little while. But I think he's gone. Ronald McDonald.
Because you could sit and take a picture with him.
Yeah, I don't... We need to make a phone call and ask that.
We need to find
Where's
out.
Tommy at?
I'll call Steve. And
Steve would tell us.
Yeah, he might have him at his house.
Never know. Scotty Ray and Odie will be back in just a moment as we'll get into some things that are happening.
It was Clarkdale that
Clarkdale.
stole Ronald McDonald.
How many years ago was it?
I don't remember how many. It wasn't that long ago, though.
Okay. Man alive. We'll be right back.
Accidents happen.
As the seasons change, so do your clothes. And Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Habo shirts, long and short sleeve. Also Hulk shirts. And America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need to keep you dry in those wet conditions. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. The tractors are rolling at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. Drop in and see Keith, Cornbread, or Buttermilk. They've got a tractor that fits the need that you have. Whether it's a 26 horsepower, a 40, or bigger. Plus, they offer 0% financing for up to 96 months. Whether it's a part, a new tractor, 0% financing, or just simply a laugh. 601-626-8759, Highway 494 in Collinsville. That's Freeman Tractor. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. Welcome back.
Man, talk about making you feel old. Steve just brought it back on in here. Clooney the Clown.
I didn't know Clooney.
Oh, man. Go to the studio. Yeah.
But as a lot of people were saying there, that John Wayne Gacy used to dress up as a clown.
Oh, no, yeah. Now, he's the one that was the serial killer going around. And, yeah.
Some bad folks in this world, and they dress as other characters, too.
Yep.
The clown industry was seriously hurt by this. I hate to keep talking about clowns, but it just keeps coming back up.
Hey, I'll resemble that remark.
1793, as we switch gears to history, she made somebody mad. Marie Antoinette. Well, they beheaded her today back in 1793. It just, well, it didn't work out for her, Odie.
No.
Is it me? Is it me, or is my heater getting warm?
Your heater's getting warm.
We go back to 1917. Anybody remember this from Bewitched?
That was the neighbor, the nosy neighbor that was always sitting there trying to find out what was going on.
Mrs. Kravitz or something like that.
That's it.
1917, she was born. That was a big show back in our days. We talked about her death a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And she had bug eyes even when she, did I say that out loud? She had a distinctable look on her face, even when she was a young lady. Yeah, you couldn't miss her. Is that kind of like that Betty Davis eyes kind of thing?
Yeah, I guess so. Of course, she was in that little fuzzy wuzzy in that chair.
Yeah, she was fuzzy. Now we know what baby talk is at Odie's house. I feel uncomfortable. I don't know about y'all.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair.
1940, this guy played a lot of sheriff's parts throughout the years.
He was always a cop.
Northern Exposure, which I absolutely didn't get. Don't ever want to see a rerun ever again in my life. But the one show that he was on that I really liked was, we go back to Urban Cowboy.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember Barry Corbin? There he is. It's his birthday today.
What was that show where that kid was a computer genius and he started a computer war, and it was fixing to actually take place? And this guy worked for, and I don't know if that was him on the left, but he worked for NASA or something when this War of Worlds was to take place. I can't remember what the name. Somebody out there knows what I'm talking about.
Don't know that one there. But he was a good actor. But, made him a household name there from that one. Yesterday we talked about her death. She was one day short of having a birthday.
Wow.
As we go back to remember Suzanne Summers. She was born on this day back in 46, and she passed away 1 year ago yesterday.
Wow. That's tough.
Yeah, that's just one of those you can't believe.
Yeah, Karina got me. War Games. That was the name of it.
Well, there you are.
Yeah, thank you.
Never saw it.
Yeah.
I thought
It's
after
a pretty good little movie.
I watched Iron Eagle and thought, yeah, that didn't
Iron
do much
Eagle
for me.
1 was good. I didn't like Iron Eagle 2 as much. Yeah.
She that was where he went in to get his daddy, right?
Stole the airplane.
Yeah. What are the odds of that really
Yeah,
happening
it ain't gonna happen.
from a U.S. of A. air base? Nope.
Yeah.
Martha Smith, and I think we all sat down and watched.
Ridgemont High.
Nope.
Wasn't it?
Odie. Somebody get a stick after Odie. This was the funniest John Belushi movie that ever took place.
Oh, man.
Toga.
Oh, man. Yeah,
I'm feeding it to you here.
I'm getting there.
Animal House.
Animal House. Same thing as Ridgemont.
Y'all remember her? Martha Smith, and at the end of the movie, they go by and jank.
Yep.
And she goes, ah! That was her. That was a funny movie.
You remember when that used to be real, real dirty on TV?
That was pushing the limits.
Oh, boy, you just didn't do that.
Now, that's PG.
That made it rated R.
Yeah, back
That
then.
one little scene.
And nowadays, y'all know where we're going with this. Jim Youngs is born today. You remember as being kind of the bad guy from Footloose.
Yeah, he's the one that whooped him.
Yep, there he is right there. Old redneck in a pickup truck. I don't know that he was in any other movie that I know of.
I mean, he doesn't look familiar except
That one movie.
That one movie.
That's all I know him from.
Oh man, awesome movie.
It is. I'm here, and he's here. But he's a great actor, and I always give credit where credit's due.
Dang right.
We don't think the same, but that doesn't matter because great actor. Tim Robbins was born on this date. We know him as Andy.
I mean, that's one of the best movies that you can sit down. Now, it's long.
And flopped.
But it's worth every minute of it.
Kind of like Gone with the Wind and It's a Wonderful Life. Just didn't do a lot in the beginning, and then, become one of the most classics there ever was.
Yeah.
I really like that show.
That was a good one.
Bill Clinton would be glad today that this started. It was if you could make up your mind if you wanted to drive a truck or if you wanted to drive a car. It'd be the El Camino invented in '58 today.
Dufresne.
Andy Dufresne.
Man, yeah. El Camino. Boy, that was a sharp looking. Drawer.
I was never into the El Camino. It didn't do much for me. And then if you remember, Ford answered that with the Ranchero.
Yeah, sure did. What was the one, that movie that Eastwood was in? That was at El
Torino.
Camino?
Oh no, that was the Torino.
That's right.
It actually didn't have a truck. It was a car. It was fast.
It was fast, though.
It was a good show. We go back to '61, and I tell you what, Willie was sure happy that this happened today. Crazy was released to radio, and it would make him from being poor to rich. She took it all the way to number one.
You know what that reminds me of when I hear that song? Crazy.
What's
Ross Perot.
Did he use that?
Oh, yeah.
I'd forgotten about that. It's been that many years ago.
Yep.
I forget which actor always used the term Shazam. Oh, it was, what's his name? From Gomer Pyle.
Gomer Pyle.
It was actually Saturday morning movies. I used to get up and watch this
Sure
each
did.
Saturday. Shazam. It ended today in 1976. They, for whatever reason, rode around in a motorhome and I guess tried to fight crime.
Well, you know, he'd make glass out of sand.
Maybe it was
He could
something.
rub it real fast. And
Wasn't
then
there
make glass.
something up front, a crystal ball or something in the front of that motorhome that blinked or something? It's been a long
It's
time.
been a long time. Yeah.
It's this guy on the left. Let me show this picture again. Did they make a cartoon character out of him on SpongeBob?
Now that you say that,
Wasn't he a character, something man?
there is a character that looks like him.
I could be wrong, but I think it is.
You know.
This ain't my kind of music, and he was just one of the many men that got left behind, stepped on, trampled on, and became a hit song
And
for
wrote
her.
about.
John Mayer was born on this day. He again, it's not my kind of music, but I do know that the guy is big. He just happened to date Taylor.
Yeah, and got a song written about him, and probably made him more famous than what he was.
What's the Vegas odds on this relationship making it much longer?
Well, I mean, it's gone longer than a lot of them, and there was some stir that Taylor has not been seen at one of his ball games in a couple of weeks, and people were stirred up going crazy, and I guess her team come out and said, look, we've got a huge concert coming up, and she's studying and preparing and getting ready for that. There's nothing wrong. And then went back to this last, when they played the Saints, she was there. So that kind of ended.
But
that
you know, there was a rumor of a
controversy.
contract being put together that when the relationship would end, to her to help the football games and all that. I don't know whether that was true. It was rumor.
know.
Rumor. There's the name.
Merman and Barnacle Boy. And now that you say that, that's exactly it. Now, Peggy could do this. We were talking about cold weather.
Yeah.
And people want to know, why is it getting cold now? It's because
It's October.
Well, it's October, and the big race is coming, and not this weekend, but next weekend, out at Why Not Motorsports Park for the Fall Classic, and it's always, I don't care if it's 90 degrees Thursday, Friday and Saturday, it's 33.
Always.
It is cold. It is cold.
Bring a
Boom,
jacket.
chilly cold. Yes, but that's some of the best racing super late models that you can see. Man.
First step was ask her out, treat her like a lady. Second step was treat her like the lady that you always dreamed of.
Oh, yeah.
Third step was, well, it was step by step. It went number one for Eddie Rabbit on this day back in 81.
Step by step.
You'll win her love. Man, I can't believe I remembered all that. It's been years since I thought of that song.
Yeah.
But Eddie Rabbit had a big one with it today. Let's see what else happened today. It was 1987.
You know, we still talk about this today when we do rope rescue and confined space because of this incident right here.
And we watched this, and we were glued to it as it points out.
Yeah.
I can't believe that was 87.
And what they went through, that is something that just go watch, and you can pull it up. And I can't remember, maybe the name of the movie is Baby Jessica. But to see exactly what rescuers go through on times like that, and what it takes to put something together, you'd be amazed.
This may have turned me against moo-moos.
That's what started the movement.
It was a crate, and occasionally I will still see somebody in a parking lot wearing a moo-moo. I said, well, there it goes. That's Mrs. Roper. She passed away today back in 97. Audrey Lindley was her name, and she was Mrs. Roper there. I never saw that woman without a moo-moo on.
No, that's all she did.
Let's see.
Oh, I like old Bob Dylan.
He showed up. We're not sure how he was talking, but he tried to get into his own concert, and he was sacked in 2001. They thought he was just someone trying to get backstage.
Boy, you know who I am.
Bob Dylan was a little late there.
Oh, man.
No word yet if they were fired. I'm saying it didn't work out for him.
Now, look at here.
What was it, 05 he passed away?
Man.
Let's show the whole picture of the whole gang there.
Yeah, with Spanky.
Eugene Porky passed away. There's so many of those. Spanky and all the gang there, Buckwheat and Alfalfa, Darla.
Well, now, wasn't he Spanky?
Porky was different. This was, that was Spanky here. Or maybe that was Spanky there.
I don't remember a Porky.
Yeah, you don't remember Porky?
I remember him, but I thought his name was Spanky.
Eugene Porky Lee.
Man, that's right. That's what, yeah, okay.
Maybe that was his real name was Porky. That may
I
be.
don't know.
That may
What
be.
is Sandy talking about a man roper?
There's people, those like Mr. Roper wore those jumpsuits. You remember the leisure? You know, remember back in all the older guys wore those zip-ups?
I wonder if she keeps trying to give these guys that she
Does
wants
she
to
like-
take out a roper, and they say, no, I ain't wearing that.
Does Sandy like men that wear ropers? Is
I
that
don't
what
know.
it is?
I don't know. Sandy, is that what you like?
Huh. I hadn't
You want-
seen one in quite a while now.
You
that
want
she
a man
brings it up.
roper? You want somebody that's got a man bun to wear the man roper?
But that was That was a popular item. And I've seen these ladies here lately wearing the onesies.
He did, didn't he?
He wore the zip up.
Oh, it's a romper, not a roper.
Are you sure? Romper?
I don't know. Ain't neither one of them.
We did say it wrong. She did put romper.
I guess so. All right, Spanky was behind the girl.
LaWanda's taking up for all the men folks saying they're coveralls. Did Grady say that what's her name has a fetish?
Wasn't that she said maybe I do?
Oh. Sandy. Y'all remember watching Leave It to Beaver?
Oh, loved it.
Most of us do. We would lose her today back in 2010 as Barbara Billingsley passed away. And she was, again, the mom from Leave It to Beaver there. So that makes it, 14 years?
Dang, yeah.
Odie, where did it go?
Years. Man, time flies.
Let's see here. Hang on. Let's go back here. Porky, yeah, we're right. I just had it listed a little bit wrong there. I put the wrong picture. Yeah, that's him.
No,
that's Porky.
That's him. Yeah.
That's Porky.
Well, she said behind the girl. Well, there's two girls on there.
This is Darla.
Yeah, that's Darla.
And I don't remember her name.
I don't either.
She was one of the ones that was on the show. What a show that was that lasted. Whoever come up with that idea.
You wear long johns?
When I get absolutely cold. I haven't worn them in years because I don't deer hunt anymore.
You got any red ones?
No. Should I need to get some like Uncle Jesse?
Well, I know Sandy says red long johns and a cowboy.
I just remember the episode of Uncle Jesse having to get up in the middle of the night where it is.
With that little flap on the back.
Yeah. Who blew up my outhouse? Remember that episode too.
Oh, man.
But I do have some. And I haven't worn them in quite a while. I haven't gotten that cold lately. I try to stay near heaters and things.
They are the original onesies.
Yes, sir. We're going to tell you next about, a fire that took place in Pachuta yesterday. It was serious.
Oh, it was serious.
We got pictures from the scene. We'll show you what went on. Scotty Ray and Odie. J&J Tire and Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian.
When it comes to enhancing your outdoor experience, you need a companion that can keep up. The Kubota RTV 850 Sidekick at Parrish is your ultimate utility vehicle for every adventure. From the deer camp, trail riding, or just working on the farm, the Sidekick delivers powerful performance and versatility. These units start at $15,499 cash and have a $2,000 rebate. Financing is available as low as $285 a month.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows,
call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
I have an off-the-cuff question.
All right.
Because, often I have been known to hook couples up.
Yeah.
Is it statistically just less men in the world?
Well, yeah, because a lot of them have gone to the wayside, and they're not manly men no more.
Because I got like 50 women that I'm hunting a man for, and I only know of one single one. That's RW, and ain't enough for him to go around.
No, RW's up there trying to get a moose.
Wait a minute, I forgot to talk about the judge. Judge T is single.
Judge, and he's got a parking place front row at Sam's, so you don't have to walk far.
And did I tell you I bumped into him? I was on a stakeout the other night in the parking lot of Sam's at like 8 p.m. and 8:30, and here he come.
So we got Judge, and RW.
That's the only single men that I know of right now.
All right. So if y'all want to date RW or Judge T, send us a message, and now we'll go through it, and we'll narrow that down, and we'll see if we can't hook up a date. Now for RW, you've got to be real good at cooking a casserole.
Yeah, is that his favorite?
It doesn't matter what kind of casserole.
I think Judge T eat anything.
Judge T will eat anything as long as you cook.
That's his criteria.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's go straight to Pachuta for the big fire that broke out yesterday.
Oh, boy.
I don't know where the fire department was, but they were en route. This doesn't happen very often. And whoop, it's gone. Our friends at Clark County Hot Topics shared that with us.
It's that time of year that grass cutting should be over.
It's fully engulfed, as they say.
Yeah, that's a total loss. You can't buff that out.
No, sir. I think it's going to be time to head on down and get them a new one there.
Yeah.
Most likely that was probably, if I were guessing, a backfire. You know how in the old ones when you pour.
Oh, yeah.
That could easily happen.
Yep.
I had a Cadillac catch on fire like that one time.
Ooh.
We also had a little incident here that happened in the Rolling Creek area of Clark County yesterday.
Ow.
And yeah, that's gonna hurt there.
Yeah, you'll feel that today.
That little soreness that went on, but that happened in Clark County as well yesterday. Let's see here what else we got that went on that we didn't bring up. There was something. Oh, the candy crawl.
Candy crawl.
Let me blow this up where we can see it.
Coming up.
Here we go. This will be here before we know it. The 26th, 1 to 4 in the afternoon, Downtown Meridian. Hope you can come down. And this takes place over City Hall, Dumont Plaza. We've been there before for all these events. Kids absolutely love it.
Yes, they do. Dress them up, and go to Scotty Ray Report on Facebook and pull that map up and keep it on your phone so you'll know where all the businesses are, what the roads are, and take them on out there.
Now, you may not know the answer to this yet. Is this still an issue today, or was this cleared up yesterday?
I don't know, and I meant to go down there yesterday on the way home, and I got turned around. Of course, my day takes turned around all
Yes, sir.
day
It's kind of like that rabbit that I have.
Kind of like that rabbit that you got.
Squirrel.
And, yeah, it's like, choo. So we'll have to get
find out on that.
information on that.
Now, let's go to Newton, Mississippi. We do know that there has been an arrest now. There was a shooting that took place. Let me pull that up there for you. That took place on, I believe that was on Tuesday afternoon. An arrest has been, it was Monday night when the shooting took place. There has been an arrest. A 17-year-old has been taken into custody from the shooting there. We're going to rule this some form of a domestic dispute.
Wow.
A couple people arguing and a gun was pulled. Next thing you know, someone has some lead in them. And it was shot in the torso. We're waiting to, I'm told, stable condition is what I was told. That tough one there as we look at Newton there is what they're going through there.
Robin said, Scotty Ray and Odie dating site and marriage.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because I can perform marriages in the state of Mississippi. Well, anywhere.
Can Julia
Just only
handle
do
the
it.
divorces? Can she do
I
those?
think Julia can do the divorces. And
That's such a. Let's use this a common thing nowadays.
look, we can take care of your. Scotty Ray can get the dating part going. I can do the marriage part.
Well, maybe we can start including that on the morning show. You know how years ago it used to be who got married and who got divorced? We could have those and go, guess who's available today?
Yeah. We can find, and whether they wear rompers or not.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have some very, very good news that we got late yesterday.
Yes.
And what a blessing it is.
Billy Mitz found safe yesterday mid-afternoon out in the wooded area, doing good. He was able to walk out. Man, this was just this one little plot was 2,200 acres, but that was in the middle of a bigger plot, and these were some thick woods. Very hard to search, especially during the middle of the day. Thermal doesn't work real good over canopies of trees. But we had dogs, we had side by sides, 4-wheelers. We had teams from all over the state that was going through the woods looking for Mr. Billy. And yesterday it came out that Mr. Billy was found safe.
Boy, that's good.
And that is awesome. Family was there to bring him in. So continued prayers for Mr. Billy and while he gets fixed up, spend a little, a day or two in the hospital.
Oh, of course you would.
Dehydrated out there. Man, prayers were definitely answered for Mr. Mitz, and we are thankful for that.
Got a car show coming up in Neshoba County. This will be here before you know it. Also, November the 2nd at Neshoba Central Middle School. If you like car shows, that'll be going on there in the Philadelphia area. Hope you can make it up and enjoy that. A lot of things coming up Saturday that we'll be getting to of events and things of that nature. Also, let's see here. Somebody mentioned, have you bumped into the cakes yet?
No.
Christmas Little Debbie's?
Are they out yet?
That's what we're hearing. Rumor is they're floating around.
Oh, well, then we're going to have to make us a little stop.
They just taste different than everything. I like them.
I do, too.
Remember that George Strait? I sure do like those Christmas cookies, babe.
Oh.
We'll be right back. Scotty Ray and Odie as we travel along this early Wednesday.
With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
The selection is always changing at Massey Supermart Auto Sales with low-mileage cars and trucks. How about a 2022 Jeep Wrangler or a 2021 Honda Ridgeline Sport with only 40,000 miles? A GMC Denali or a 2024 Silverado 2500? Drop in today and find the car that you're looking for. They're packed with low-mileage cars and trucks.
The low-profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
That's our cue to talk once again. And I'll tell you one of the things that we do every day is these folks here at Snowden and Company. Look at here. Boy, they got a lot of great listings.
They do, and it's from small house, large house, land only. It doesn't matter. You want with a lake, without a lake, with a pool, without a pool. They can fix you up with anything that you want. Whatever your dream is, whatever your need is, you get with Amanda at Snowden and Company or her staff and tell them your wish list, and they will go to work, find what you're looking for, and when you say, yep, that's the one I want, they handle all your paperwork.
I bet you can get the baby bed thrown in.
I bet you can if the price is right.
See them today. Snowden and Company, they help you out. And again, easy to find right here. Here's a home that they had for 5 days. It was listed. Gone. Boom. Sold in 30 days.
Oh, wow.
Doesn't even get any quicker than that, does it?
No, not at all.
So congratulations. If you're looking for a home, see them today. Easy to take care of. Amanda will bend over backwards to help you out.
Yes, she will.
You mentioned a picture just a little bit ago.
Yeah, and we just wanted to know, because some of y'all might not remember Michael Ray, and I don't know if he'll remember this picture either.
How'd you come about it?
But Amy found some old newspaper.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, well, I got to have that picture. Because back in July 23rd of 1989, who else was in Meridian's newspaper?
It was the Queen City News.
The Queen City News.
I don't even remember that paper.
I know it. Well, look at that. What, didn't he look so young back there?
That's just downright mean.
That was. Well, I wanted to he may have forgot how he looked.
That's just mean. we're gonna get on Odie for doing that.
You never know. I mean, it's good to be able to look at some of your old pictures.
Yeah, yeah.
He just OMG.
I'm gonna let him take that up with you.
Oh boy.
Have mercy. Did you know that Ole Miss's women's basketball is ranked in the top 25?
That's another one of them sports I just can't do.
You don't watch that either?
No. I don't watch it. I might catch a baseball every now and then, but football is about the only thing I'm going. Nothing. No, that ain't me.
Jackson, Mississippi often has troubles like Meridian does, and well, they put a stop to one. They've arrested a woman for, shooting from her vehicle on I-20. It just isn't the thing to do. To the jailhouse time. I've always really respected this guy, but boy, this takes it a notch further. Denzel Washington is who I'm talking about. He's got a movie coming out that I think the name of it is like American Gangsters or something like that he's in, that he plays a lead role in. And had a little boy set up doing an interview. He was walking in somewhere and he asked him, he goes, I'm from Canada. And he goes, I want to be a gangster like you. And he goes, hang on, son. He goes, you're too smart for that. You don't want to be a gangster. Stay in school. Do this. You want to talk about a role model?
He is. Great movies, wonderful.
But he talks with sense.
And yes, he does. He is all around a solid dude. Good guy.
But just told it how it was there.
Man.
How many birthdays we got today?
Well, not as many as yesterday. So that means some people were slacking.
Oh, Anitra said that movie's been out. To me, that was like last week since I don't get to see movies anymore. That's real recent to me.
Well, the last movie you went to go see in a theater was what, Pure Country?
Pure Country was the last one. Before that, it was Smokey and the Bandit.
And that was 30 years ago?
Hush.
One day we're going to break. We got you up on the 11th floor. We're going to get you in a movie theater one day.
Man, I feel like I was trapped. Especially if you got on that end row and couldn't get out to leave.
Get in the middle. Excuse me.
I had to exit the emergency room of the hospital the other night. Move, get, gotta go. Able to leap tall curves in a single bound.
It's Scotty Ray.
Who we got having birthdays today?
Oh man, we have got Ginger Han having a birthday today. Ben Eeks, a.k.a. the Mexican, 31 years old today. Terry Balcom Harrison, I hear she's 29 again. Bo Land's having a birthday. Richie McAllister's 40. Stephen Swanner, 16. Chris Shepard, Kathy Thompson, and Jake Follett all having a birthday today. So happy birthday to every one of y'all.
Inga says Queen City News was Jane Ford. I don't remember that paper. Huh. That's been a while ago.
And it's been just a little couple days away.
Grady, Shaggy tells us that, Sally Field was 30 back then. Go ahead, make us feel elderly today.
Yeah, that'll do it every time.
They announced, and I only know this girl, and she's a big star now, and you would have to put it thanks to Yellowstone, as she made those cameos and doing her music on there. She's now become a country legend. As she's Lainey, you know what I'm talking about? Lainey Wilson.
Yeah. She was singing in the arena.
Right.
Yeah.
Now she's going to be doing the Thanksgiving show, halftime show for the Cowboys. They're expected to lose. I don't want to get anybody
don't
excited.
Get your hopes up.
No, they're going to lose. But she's going to be doing the halftime entertainment between the Giants and the Cowboys.
Like they were going to win.
There ain't no chance of them winning. That coach is staying. Some form of a tax write-off.
Oh, something's got to be going on. Well, they done spent all that money on Dak. On who Dak?
Yeah.
You got who dat, and then you got who Dak.
I agree with that.
Mm-mm.
All right, we need to roll on out this morning. What do we got for a Bible verse?
This one just hit me, and I mean this one tore me up. So today we're going to go to Isaiah 41, verse 10, where it says, So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. That right there, I can't continue on anymore with that. That says 100% it all. He will not forsake us. He will not leave us, no matter what we're doing, no matter what we're going through, no matter what we're dealing with. Our Lord and Savior God, Jesus Christ, is with us every single minute of our lives. All we've got to do is ask him to come into our heart and be part of us. Whew, that'll make you feel good. Y'all, look, Wednesday night, there's some churches having church on Wednesday night. Find you one. If not Sunday, come to meet with us or find your own church, but find one that's going to enlighten your soul and bring you closer to your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Have a happy hump day. Thursday be here tomorrow, and then the whole gang be back Friday. But until then, remember, we love you. Have a great day.